Oh, the room got quiet pretty quickly here. If we can make sure, if you are sitting in the seats here, if you could please move in. We have a lot of people in the back who need a seat. So if you could please kind of, if you see there's an empty seat next to you, you can move towards the middle. We'd appreciate that. And anyone that's standing, if you could please find a spot to sit. If there's an extra space, we'd appreciate that as well. We need to have as much room clear as possible. Thank you. Okay, let's begin. Good afternoon. I am Deputy Probation Officer Monica Lopez. Welcome to the Sacramento County Probation Department Employee Recognition Ceremony. Some housekeeping items before we start. Please silence all cell phones and mobile devices, and restrooms are located across the lobby. All right, now, please stand and welcome the Sacramento County Sheriff Color Guard, who will lead us through the Pledge of Allegiance, and continue to stand for the national anthem performed by Sacramento County Probation Aide Dustin Sugi after the presentation of colors. Color Guard, please present colors.
Detail, octane, hut, port, harm, forward, march. Detail, halt, pose. Post colors. Present home. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ready? Face.
Forward. March.
Thank you, Sacramento County Sheriff Color Guard and Probation Aide Dustin Sugi. You may be seated. Okay, so at this point, I was excited to introduce our host and master of ceremonies. However, due to unforeseen circumstances, I think he's hanging out with Slamson right now. We will not be able to have Scott Milk with us. He was from the Sacramento Kings Foundation. However, I will be helping you out, so please bear with me. And so we'll go ahead and keep rolling here. We would just want to thank and welcome the family, friends, staff, and a special welcome to our distinguished guests who have said they would be here with us today. So Supervisor Phil Cerna for District 1, Supervisor Patrick Kennedy for District 2, Supervisor Sue Frost for District 4, and Supervisor Donna Tully for District 5. So thank you to them. And it's also an honor here to introduce our first guest speaker, our Assistant County Executive, Nancy Newton. Nancy?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Monica. This kind of shows how everybody just learns to roll with it when you're in this line of work, huh? Thank you for being here, everyone, and what a great room this is. All of the families, young and old, all of the people here to celebrate a commitment to excellence of this great group of people. And I myself have witnessed this. When I first came to Sacramento County as the Assistant County Executive, I asked to take a tour of the youth detention facility and also do a ride-along with some probation officers, and both were very interesting, I should say. But different. At the youth detention facility, it was so fabulous to see these youth that had made mistakes in their lives but were really trying to work their program to make their amends to their community, those that they have harmed, and also to themselves. And when you saw the staff talking to these kids, you could just see them light up to know that somebody cared about them. Somebody cared that they were going to make something with their life, and they were going to go on a different path. They were going to make a different choice. And it was so rewarding. Doing those types of things really fill my reservoir, remind me why I do what I do. Then you do the ride-along with the probation officers. Now that'll give you a completely different context. At first, they're being very professional, very, yes ma'am. But we quickly realized that we all have a shared taste for weird movies and kind of a sick sense of humor, which I think is sort of something that you need to have in this field. And I don't know if it was on purpose, but we did visit some interesting clients that day, and by the end of the day, I had earned a nickname. And I will let you guys ask about that later, but it was well earned. So thank you for being here, everyone. I am so impressed with all of the people I met here today. I'm so impressed with our staff, with the leadership, and with Chief Seal, how you have really demonstrated in all levels of your organization how important it is to demonstrate integrity, excellence, ethics, commitments. And it's just such a great opportunity to see the folks from our Winter Academy starting, some of them already starting their positions, congratulations, to those that are retiring. So we get to celebrate all ends of the spectrum today, and I'm just so thrilled to be part of it. So thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. Now, as she had mentioned, we are definitely excited. I see some excited faces in the front, and I do remember being there myself at one time, but never in this type of atmosphere, so you guys are very lucky here. So to kick off our Winter Academy graduation, please welcome Deputy Probation Officer Audrey Jones.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Audrey Jones. As Monica stated, I'm a Deputy Probation Officer, and I'm assigned to the training unit. Today, we celebrate the achievement of 11 men and women who successfully completed the Probation Training Academy. These group, first I have to say, this group is very special because they've displayed a tremendous amount of maturity and professionalism. The graduates participated in 240 hours of instructional training, which included first aid, CPR, defensive tactics, behavior modification, and brain development, adolescent brain development. This group, again, definitely journeyed from beginning to end. It was wonderful to see how inexperienced they were in the beginning to cover a full 6-week period and finally be able to graduate, and they're ready to go down into the units. You guys have displayed wonderful, wonderful teamwork, so we wish you well on your journey. I'd also like to acknowledge all of the trainers that had a part in this Winter Academy. If you could just stand up, and that includes line staff, administrators, supervisors, please stand up and let's give them a round of applause. Each academy is faced with the task of selecting a class speaker, one who envelops the entire philosophy of the academy. This group selected Dolores Terrell.
Good afternoon. My name is Dolores Terrell. I will be sworn in along with the other aides I successfully completed the Winter Academy with. My comrades, my family. I want to thank all of our instructors, SPO Madden, Senior DPOs Dressler, Bonilla, Baroga, DPOs Shavoya, Jones, and Honey, for their patience, valuable time, and the energy they provided for us. A special thanks goes out to Chief Lee Seals. Chief Seal took time out of his busy schedule to teach us the class of search and seizure and laws of arrest for PC 832. Chief Seal also came to one of our study groups. We are honored. On that note, there was quite a bit of pressure on both class and instructors due to being the first class to complete the post-PC 832 course. This is an accomplishment for the class as well as the department. Special thanks to Assistant Deputy Chief Colleen Kinslow. I seen you in here, where are you? There you are. Who taught us the infamous ball toss. If I had a ball, I would toss it to you right now. The ball toss taught us teamwork, communication, and diversity. Thank you for that. A special thanks goes to SPO Lazada, one of our favorite guest speakers. Where is he at? Is he in here? Hey, where is he? Not here? Okay. He was very passionate and provided us his expertise about gang culture. We thank you for that. During the training, we endured some tough times like surviving exposure to OC spray. This girl was on fire. We will never forget that day, will we, family? That's right. For those of you who have not been exposed to OC spray, it's like putting salt in a very big wound and acting like you like it. It burns. It was not fun, but we accomplished the big task with a massive amount of pride and commitment. I believe the scenarios on the job training were very important pieces of our academy. We interacted with the residents and experienced a real taste of truly giving back. We found that community, family, and sometimes a conversation about what's next goes a long way. It is not just about doing our job. It is about taking time out to listen, treating people with respect, always remembering that we hold a great position of authority and we must hold ourselves to a higher standard, even when enduring tough situations. I want to say a special thanks to all the supportive friends and family that were there for us during our past 6 weeks of training. Without all the love and support, we would not have become the driven class we are right now. Thank you again to all of our families. We love you. Thank you.
And now I'd like to welcome Sacramento County's Chief Probation Officer, Lee Seal, for the swearing-in oath.
All right, well, I have to say, first, thank you, Terrell, for the kind words. Thank you to the honored guests who are here today, both board members and our assistant county executive. This is a special class. As many of you in this audience know, but perhaps some of the parents and family members don't know, every peace officer in California who wants to become a police officer or a sheriff's deputy or a parole agent or a probation officer has to go through a 40-hour class that we call PC 832 for its penal code title. This is a rite of passage for all of us, and thanks to some recent legislation, we became the first probation department in the state to avail ourselves of the ability to teach this class ourselves. And that means that we were really able to step up the level of instruction that we deliver to our academy graduates. So I want to say to you all that it was truly one of the highlights of my career to be a part of this group and to work with you over those 2 days. And a huge kudos to Colleen Kinchlow and her team for all of the work that they did in putting together this fantastic training program. So with that, let me invite you up and let's get you sworn in. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear. That I will support. The Constitution of the United States of America. The Constitution of the State of California. And that I will faithfully discharge. The duties of the office of probation aide. To the best of my skills and ability. In and for Sacramento County. So help me God. Congratulations.
At this time, we will call the graduates up individually so they will receive their certificate. This is the perfect opportunity for family to take a photo. Adriana Alvarez. Hugo Bautista. Khadijah Calhoun. Abram Howe. Sabrina Ramirez. Juventino Ruvalcaba. Jeff Sawyer. Keith Cerny. Dolores Terrell. Maritza Valdez. Eugene Young.
Okay. Well, we just had a very exciting moment here because not only are we happy for your swear-in, but Moak came. So, so I'm off the hook. So let me go ahead and introduce Mr. Scott Moak here. He has been with the Sacramento Kings since 2002 in a variety of capacities. Currently, he is the Vice President of Community Affairs, Game Entertainment and Production, Executive Director of the Kings Foundation, and is the voice you hear at Kings Games as your public address announcer. Oh, I got it right. Thank you. Please welcome our Masters of Ceremonies and host, Mr. Scott Moak.
All right, thank you. Hello, everybody. Nice to have. Look at this, standing room only. We love that, right? I'm sorry for being late. I got stopped by my probation officer on the way over. He had a bunch of questions, and then he had to call back up. It was very embarrassing. It was right outside on the corner of 6th and J. So I might have a call to place with a few of you, and I definitely you have like 16 texts from me, so you should check that. I do work for the Sacramento Kings. It is my honor to be here today and to help through this process. One more time, a huge congratulations to all of our graduates down here. Are you so excited? Not yet, yes? Scale of 1 to 10? 10, yes, 10, come on. So again, tons of hard work, I know, and lots of exciting things ahead, and thank you for doing what you are about ready to do on behalf of this community. And as a Sacramento Kings employee, I know it's been great to work with many of you and to do some neat things that we had never done before, and related to community projects, getting out to the youth detention facility and doing some really important work for some of those kids that are there. So it's been great, and it's been great to be part of this. So I'm glad I got the chance to be here. I'm going to get us continuing to move here and bring up the department promotions. We're going to announce the department promotions, if I'm not mistaken. And to do that, we're going to ask up the Assistant Chief Probation Officer. That's Marlon Yarber. We're going to give Marlon a round of applause, as well as Chief Deputy David Simone. Right here.
Thank you. At this time, I have the pleasure of being able to congratulate and acknowledge some of our administrative professional staff with their promotions, as well as officers in the rank of Deputy Probation Officer. It's important to acknowledge our AP staff and know that they're not only a vital cog in our department's development of facilities management and operations, but also extremely talented and vital in their role of policies and procedures. So we've had the pleasure of working with a number of highly skilled and talented AP staff, and there's no reason that these following three individuals won't contribute positively as well. So it is my honor to acknowledge for the class of the Senior Office Assistant, Mr. Adam Hansen. Miss Angelica Lozoya Anquiano. To the class of Administrative Service Officer 1, Miss Alana Williams. Now for our officers. The following officers have been assigned and working often for several years within our youth detention facility. They've recently been identified for assignments outside of our facility. Officers, your assignments are actually printed on the back of your certificate, so you go ahead and you'll find out where you're being assigned after you receive your certificate. And there's actually no truth to that. We're going to make you wait a little longer. Mr. Kendall Boughton.
Kendall.
Alberto Cortez. Alan Dang. Lindsay Fukushima. Alan first. Is Lindsay Fukushima? Oh, shoot. Zach Hayslip. Mai Lu. Mark Magtoto. Rachel Riggs. Christina Sanchez. Stacy Stillian. and Laura Yepes.
That's it. So I have the distinct pleasure of introducing the next three classifications, beginning first with Senior Deputy Probation Officer. This is the classification, for those of you who know, that's tasked with doing more within the unit, essentially the folks who are given the more complex assignments, the more complex cases to solve. They're essentially the leads within the units, and so they'll be asked to do more, essentially. They demonstrated that ability already and will only be asked to do more. So first up, Claudia Cravens. Mike Ernst. Number 2.
Hard at work.
Emmanuel Estrada. Congratulations. Chad Fruza. Hey, congratulations. Kathy Gomez. Another person very hard at work, I'm sure. Justin Gompert. Greg Hawley. Congratulations. Monique Mabins. Ron Parker. Brian Platts. Congratulations. Luciana Tovar. So the next classification, supervising probation officer, essentially those folks who now are in charge of those units, they have to take and listen to all the issues going on within the unit, help resolve problems between people, between us and our clientele, help really sort of provide that day-to-day direction. First in this group, Valerie Cozy. Casey Curry. Stuart Grace. Hey, congratulations. Robin Howland. Heather Medina. Patrick Michael. Cherie Robinson. Joseph Simone. Hey, congratulations. Jacqueline Valerio. Hey, congratulations. Brian Wolf. Congratulations. Yeah, you're welcome. Next, the Assistant Chief Deputy classification. There are 3 names to be announced here. These folks now fully engaged in management of the department, management of a division. They're outstanding, have demonstrated great teamwork, great leadership, and will continue to do that in their new roles. First up, Maria Gonzalez. Congratulations. Mark Marquez. Congratulations. Steve Stavropoulos. Congrats. So I think I said 3 classifications, actually are 4, so excuse me, there's 1 left. This last one is to the promotion, a single person, to the promotion of Chief Deputy for our department. So this entails really taking on much more of a leadership role, responsibility for a major portion of our department. And in this case, the person who is accepting this position is going to be managing our youth detention facility. So many of our newly hired, newly promoted staff will be working essentially under his management. Without any further ado, he's to my right here, David Simone.
Let's give it up for Marlon Yarber, first of all. And then Mr. David Simone. Very nice. How about that? You give out awards and you get one. It's amazing. Did you know, you knew that? Like, that wasn't a surprise to you, obviously. That would have been, how cool would that have been if he didn't know that was happening? Next time? We'll work on that. I know that I think earlier before I was, I don't know if you were here, Phil, but I got stopped by my probation officer on the way in. So I explained that already. I went into gruesome details about the process, and 2 of the people they called are who stopped me outside. So but our Board of Supervisors are here. I think some of them are recognized, but let's do this. Let's go one more time. Give it up. One of your Board of Supervisors, Don Natoli, of course, District 5. To his left, Mr. Phil Cerna, District 1. Sue Frost, District 4, is here, right down in front. Patrick Kennedy, I believe, I saw him standing up there. Did he got picked up by his probation officer too? It happens. I mean, it happens to the best of us. Patrick Kennedy, let's give it up for him. He was here for sure. And of course, Susan Peters too, had something, couldn't be here. So we're now going to go into the promotions to some of the training acknowledgments that we want to recognize. So to do that, let's welcome up Assistant Chief Deputy Colleen Kinslow.
Good afternoon. One component of our department's mission and vision is to develop highly skilled, multidisciplinary workforce. This year, a group of officers were certified as instructors after completing a 2-week training course entitled Ensuring Fairness and Respect for the LGBTQI Youth in the Juvenile Justice System. This new course addresses various forms of diversity and focuses on experiences of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, questioning, and intersex youth, and the challenges that they encounter within the juvenile justice system. These officers will now provide training curriculum to all of our officers assigned to juvenile divisions, including placement, juvenile field, juvenile court, the youth detention facility, and the probation training academy. And these folks were one of our very first groups to receive the training, and we heard positive feedback from each one of them. Our department prides itself in our own diverse workforce and recognizes the importance of being aware and accepting of the varied population in which we work with. We strive to maintain open dialogue and provide applicable education to our staff. Ultimately, this fosters a positive workplace and teaches acceptance of everyone we interact with within both the youth detention facility and out in the community. To mark the achievement of these officers who voluntarily participated in, successfully completed, and ultimately were certified, the Professional Standards and Training Division would like to acknowledge the following staff. Please come on stage and accept your certificates. Supervising Probation Officer Lindsay Simone. Senior, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see her. Lindsay's from the youth detention facility. Yes. Senior Deputy Probation Officer Ron Baroga from the training unit. Ron. Senior Deputy Probation Officer John Brock from Juvenile Court. Senior Deputy Probation Officer Jessica Alorde from Juvenile Field. Deputy Probation Officer David Chan, Juvenile Field. Deputy Probation Officer Art Chavoya from the training unit. Deputy Probation Officer Audrey Jones from the training unit. Love it. Deputy Probation Officer Michelle Steele. and probation assistant Nicole De La Riva from the Youth Detention Facility. The department is committed to working with a diverse population, and we appreciate the commitment of these officers to furthering our mission and vision of developing a highly skilled and multidisciplinary workforce. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this. Of course. Let's thank Colleen real quick for doing the awards. And congratulations to all those training. It occurred to me that I feel like every awardee that comes up, we should have that guy yell, "That's my boo." I mean, that makes so much sense. Like, doesn't? We won't do that. But the Board of Supervisors wants you to come back to every one of their meetings. And every time someone comes down for their 2 minutes to speak, "That's my boo," right there. You just say that. Yeah, right. Good point. All right, so next up, we are ready to give out some awards. I know one of the many reasons that a lot of you are here today. Our first award is going to be our Distinguished Service Award. It's given to a person or persons, either volunteer or staff, who have exhibited valuable professional service to the department. Now, nominees exemplify the highest standard of professional ethics and have made significant and lasting contributions to the field of probation. So here to announce today's award, let's welcome up Chief Deputy Carol Paris and Assistant Chief Deputy Christopher Meeks.
You are now listening to Smooth Jazz Radio on Probation FM dial. All right.
Thank you. So this award means very much to our department, and being the person here to give out this award means so very much to me. I'm honored. This year's winner is Nicole Woodman. Nicole began her career with Sacramento County in 1996 as a Deputy Public Guardian Conservator 2 and was hired by Probation in 2002 as an Administrative Services Officer 3. Overseeing the implementation of multiple programs funded by the Juvenile Justice Crime Prevention Act, she was promoted to she developed the department's Research, Analysis, and Grants Unit. Nicole separated from employment from probation in 2015 after being hired by the Board of State and Community Corrections. She continued to work on our behalf there and throughout the state. Nicole's commitment to excellence has been well established and witnessed to all who had an opportunity to work with her. Nicole ran complex projects